Welcome back to Swiss Watch Expo. Jason here. Today we're looking at a very unusual Rolex timepiece that was only in production for a very short period of time. Today we're looking at the Rolex Oysterquartz President, date the reference 19019. And so the Oyster Quartz model was born from the challenges during the quartz crisis in the 1970s. And so during that time, the quartz movement watches were becoming so much more popular that there was actually a shift and decline in Swiss watchmaking. So you'd find brands like Seiko, Citizen, and Casio really taking advantage of that new technology with having a battery operated watch that was a lot more accurate than having a manual or mechanical movement on the inside of a watch. So during that time, Rolex decided, well, let's not go ahead and decline our watchmaking skills, but let's go ahead and adapt to the global developments of the quartz movement watches. So they did introduce the Oyster Quartz models. They have these in stainless steel, steel and gold, but today we are looking at the more prestigious President Day model. It's an all 18 karat white gold. And this is a very interesting piece because you don't see a lot of these on the market anymore. It looks very familiar to almost like the Rolex Land Dweller that was released a few years ago. But this one here is one of my favorite designs. It almost has this kind of Gerald Genta kind of inspiration to it itself. Almost kind of looks like a Royal Oak or the Land Dweller with that integrated bracelet. But I really love the look of the Oyster Quartz bracelet that's on this model itself because of how thin those links are and just how sturdy it feels with that slight taper going down the middle of the bracelet itself. So it gives it a very nice refined look. And this is featuring the 36mm case size, but anytime you have that integrated bracelet on there, it does tend to fit a little bit larger than most 36mm watches because of the way that the bracelet is integrated onto the case itself. So it wears a little bit on the larger side. So I know for some people that are used to maybe wearing like a 40 or 41mm case size, having this integrated bracelet on the 36 might actually bode well for like a nice dress watch for yourself. And this is all 18 karat white gold, so you're gonna have a little bit more of that precious metal feel to it. It's going to be a little bit heavier than a stainless steel or a two-tone kind of look. You still have the white gold bezel on the top right here that's fluted with a quartz movement on the inside. And this particular model does feature the baguettes and round diamonds on the watch itself. And this is all factory from Rolex itself. And you can see based on the way that the hand moves that this is definitely a battery operated watch. And I know there's a lot of controversy there where, you know, a lot of people say, why would you spend over $1,000 on a watch that's operated by a battery? But to me, there's just so much more history and horology behind the reason of why Rolex came out with the Oyster Quartz model. This was the only model that came out that was battery operated versus all their other manuals and automatic movements in their line. So for me, if you're a huge collector of watches, this is a really fantastic piece that you may want to add to your collection because of the way it's so odd for them to have a battery operated movement. You get the history from the quartz crisis involved with this watch itself. So if you are someone that really appreciates kind of the history and the way that Rolex kind of made a name for themselves, this is a really cool watch that you can add to your inventory. There's not a lot of these available out there on the market. So check this one out here at SwissWatchExpo.com.